on Iwtv News.
Drum roll, please. He's the athletic director of the year, and it couldn't have happened to someone more deserving. Spring fever break time. Can anybody hear me? The students are gone. Where'd they go? Say what? A home game? That's right, baseball fans. Mother Nature finally struck out. But not before some more indoor track for a team that should be running outdoors.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello and welcome to Iwtv News. I'm JJ Davis. Now, when I heard about this first story, I was not surprised because this guy is a visionary. He wants only the best for the student athletes. Now, Jeremy Capo is putting his mark on Iowa Western, and he's not finished. Capo, always willing to learn, and the 41-year-old is never too old to go back to school.
In-season sport updates, we'll just go around the horn wherever you are.
Class is in session. It's a course in Coaching 101.
There you go, so.
Keep him on his belly!
All right, that's all it is.
The instructor, the 2018-19 Under Armour Junior College Athletic Director of the Year.
It's nice, but it's not about me. This award doesn't, and I'm not, it's hard to talk about yourself when I don't come to work every day to get an award. I come to impact our students and our coaches and just help them get to where they want to go.
Jeremy Capo is always going, overseeing 21 sports. Now, just this school year alone so far, the football team catches another victory in its bowl game, finishes third in the nation. The volleyball team, third at nationals. The women's soccer team scores a third-place finish at its national tournament, and that's just for starters.
I just think he has really great vision, and he's a people person, and he's a servant leader. And so those things just kind of go hand in hand to make us better.
That's the program's preference. I just know that a lot of times we have probably everybody in here has probably signed a kid.
His branding skills are second to none. So when it comes to the physical signs on campus, when it comes to our big screen stuff that we have in the gym, when it comes to posting our All-Americans, just getting people to know who we are, he's excellent at that.
To come in and get with Adidas and put two, I call them championship brands together, was huge for us. We've gotten so much momentum off of that.
He's a people person. You know, he enjoys, his door's always open. I think that's the first thing that he really emphasized when he got here.
Our student athletes feel a little bit more connected.
My son Will, who at times, it's hanging out in the department, and Jeremy's got his kids running around at the games, and it is definitely a family environment.
We're Reavers, we're pirates, we're in the water. Like, how do we put all of that together to show who we are? And so you see pieces of those conversations in the Reaver Athletic Performance Center. You see that in the new baseball locker room. You see it in the logos and the sails up and all those different things. Just telling our story.
Some fresh ideas and things that he's brought that I think are really neat.
I don't see us playing for at least another 10 days, maybe.
Just raising the standard even higher than what it already was and being demanded more out of my position. And that's what we've got. We've got someone who demands excellence.
I want our kids to walk in this building and feel proud to be here. I want our coaches to show up to work every morning and feel proud that we are who we are.
Coach of the Year award goes to
The players came to me and they said, "Why does Jeremy like us so much?" And it's because he's always present. He gets to know the athletes.
How many athletes on this campus, and he knows majority of them by name and wants to get to know them. And he's in our weight room or stops in our weight room, comes down to practice.
When you walk into the arena, you've got the new branding all over the place, which it just gives that collegiate feel.
A lot of his values coincide with our program's values.
You can text him late at night, you can give him a call, and it can be the most simple thing, and he's just always going to be there for you.
Right when you walk into where Jill's office is, it has vision statements, it has mission statements, it has what we're all about. We're rings, diplomas, and leaders.
You're never done. I don't think that as a leader, as a coach, I don't think that your work is ever done. The main thing you can do is always love and always serve your people. And if you're doing those two things, then the rest of it's actually pretty simple and pretty easy.
And so class will always be in session. Coaching 101, a lesson for the students and the teacher.
We're asking the coaches.
He's 41-year-old Jeremy Capo, Iowa Western's Under Armour Junior College Athletic Director of the Year.
No, if your key works are good. If your key doesn't work.
Now, to be eligible for this prestigious award, one must meet certain criteria. Check this out. Minimum 5 years experience. Demonstrate a commitment to high education and student athletes. Continuous teamwork, loyalty, and excellence, and the ability to inspire others. Now, I've worked with and talked to Jeremy numerous times. He's clearly demonstrated all these requirements. Once again, congrats to JC and Under Armour AD of the Year. Next up, at the dock, finally, the Iowa Western baseball team home, sweet home, finally. Meanwhile, the rest of the student body, or most of them anyway, taking a break for spring when we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is Iwtv News.
Marshall Wellness Center, opening summer of 2019. Iowa Western.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt,
Such a weirdo.
excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
be nice. She's new. Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened? Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Spring has sprung, finally. All that snow drove us a little batty, I'm sure. But as of recently, there's been a break in the weather. Or should that read, Mother Nature has finally given us a break, just in time for recess, for the students anyway. So what's the deal? Where are they going? What are they doing? Here's Iwtv student Kaylee Kleineff.
It's spring break for Iowa Western, even if the weather says otherwise. But that's not stopping students from enjoying their break.
For spring break, I'm going to Minnesota, completely opposite from Warmth.
Spring break, I am going to be at home, mainly been watching Netflix.
For spring break, I am planning on working for most of it, as well as hanging out with friends.
For spring break, I'm going to go see my family and hang out with a bunch of the friends I haven't seen in a long time.
Hopefully some of this sunshine will help make it feel a little more like spring. For your Iwtv News, I'm Kaylee Kleineff.
Thanks, Kaylee. Now, before everyone scattered for spring break, there was something very musical going on over at the Arts Center. I mean, there's always something going on over there. So let's sing along with Iwtv student Maridani Garcia.
Because your mind is on vacation and your mouth is working overtime.
The Arts Center at Iowa Western hosts the annual River Jazz Choir Contest. High school jazz choir from all over the state come to perform. They receive on-stage critique from a variety of judges.
I like it because it's an awesome opportunity to provide a learning experience for high school students as a way to maybe help them consider coming to Iowa Western down the road.
Iowa Western students are also involved. Vocal music students volunteer to help throughout the day.
I think it's really awesome that Iowa Western is a holding place where we can have contests. We are able to have a nice stage that can fit everybody. We have nice equipment. We have people that can play the piano for them, and we have good judges, and it's just a really nice space that can be held for contests like this.
The jazz choir started back in December practicing, and now this is our last event of the season. I love performing at this event. It's a lot of fun.
Class 4A, Storm Lake, is the winner in the large school category. Trainer in Class 2A and Riverside takes top honors in the small school Class 1A division. But in the end, when the last note is sung, there were no losers. With Iwtv News, I'm Maridani Garcia.
Thanks, Maridani. What's this? That's right, Any Which Way You Can. And the track and field team does just that. But first, hitting away at the dock. It's about time, after the break.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Okay, it's decision time. I want to experience a 4-year college in 2 years. I want to live on campus, but get to my career faster. I want to get started now. Find your path at iwcc.edu and get hands-on, real-world experience. Start now at Iowa Western.
Drop that baby.
So the softball team here at Wickersham Stadium downtown last year, supposed to hit away against State Fair at Wickersham this year. The terrible flooding does not allow the fair to come to Council Bluffs. The games canceled. Next stop for the women, a southern swing starting in Fort Myers, Florida. Not so for the men. Finally, some home games, baby, starting with some Trojans. Now the first doubleheader, feast or famine, starting with a feast. The sounds of spring. Now the home team springs into action in the first inning. Ross Indelkoffer, a screamer down the line. Cooper Bowman hustles in and the Reavers are on the board. 2 batters later, Mason Spears drops one in right. 2 more come around and it's 3-0 Iowa Western just getting started. And then Gabe Kreminski, a high chopper, can't make the play. Make that 4-0. Big Blue bats around. Caleb Balgard, a bases-loaded shot down the line. 1 run is in. And another. And would you believe? Another. A 3-run double. The Reavers 8 runs, 4 hits in the inning. Now the home team knocks in 3 more in the second. Kreminski with the base hit. It's 11-0 Iowa Western after 2. Meanwhile, on the hill, Braden McLaughlin goes the distance. 5 innings, 2 hits, 10 Ks. The Reavers knock off Nyack 13-2.
We got out to an early lead. You know, he struggled, got some guys on, and then it still matters. Even though he's wild, when it's in the zone, you got to make it count, and we did with a couple times. Braden struggled a little bit, but the advantage was the lead, and he was making some pitches when he had to.
First inning I was working fastball, changeup, and I wasn't really feeling the changeup, so then it was more dominant fastball, slider, and that was just really working for me today. So,
Bases Juice, what are you thinking?
I was just looking for a good pitch to hit. He came with a first pitch curveball, kind of fooled me a little bit, and then he came back with the same pitch, and probably shouldn't have done that because I was looking for it.
We run rule, play 5 innings, and this game's over, and we've got to find a way to win another game.
So the Reavers, led by their freshman right-hander who runs his record to 3-0, win their first game finally at the dock. Not a bad way to start.
Iowa Western takes game number 1 13-2. Game 2 will start in approximately 20 minutes.
Now that's more like it. Now then comes game 2 against Nyack's best pitcher, a 6'3" right-hander who throws in the mid-90s. I mean, that's big league stuff. Do the Reavers find a way? The scouts out in full force to get a good look at Evan Reifert. Now the super sophomore gets no help in the first inning. An error on the throw, and then E6 right through the wickets. Now the pitcher doesn't help later because a wild pitch. And just like that, it's 1-0 Iowa Western. Now the Reavers up 2-1 top of the 4th. Ross Cochran gets a Jordan Bonk pitch off the fist, fights it to right for the base hit. Run comes home, tie game. Bottom of the inning. Now Reifert goes 5, gives up 4 hits. but Cooper Bowman goes a gap into right center. Big Blue scores 2 times to go up by 2. The visitors, just 5 hits overall, but here in the 5th inning, Anthony Catalano, one of his 2. 2 runs come around, you got a 4-4 game. Iowa Western just 5 hits as well. Bottom of the 6th, Bowman beats it out to second, steals second and third. And then Caleb Balgard, a sac fly to right. The winning run scores, and the Reavers hold off Nyack 5-4.
Their guy on the mound was the best he's ever been, and he was anywhere 92, 97, had a slider. We started doing a good job throughout the game. That's what we did, just starting to feel him out and starting to figure him out and starting to see him better and better. And we put 4 or 5 hits up on him, took advantage of some walks, some balls in the dirt, and then our bullpen just pieced it together and held on.
It's always fun, you know, it's team effort, and, you know, coach trusted me with the ball, and that's what I love to hear.
What's it say about this team that you can win in a run rule and you can win tight ones?
When we hit, and when they have someone on the mound, we can do the little things, and I think that's a big sign of competitiveness that we have.
We were so dominant last year pitching-wise. I mean, we had the best pitching staff in the country via numbers. So to come this year, and we're getting better.
You gotta find a way, right? That's all it is, find a way.
Big Blue finds a way the next day, shutting out Nyack 3-0, but then loses 4-0. The Reavers win the series 3-1.
1, 2, 3, go!
From the outdoors to the indoors. Say what? Track team hall pass? That's right. They still had to get their work in, and they do. On the other side.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
This is what the outdoor track and field season should look like. I mean, it's late March, for heaven's sakes. The key word being, it should. I had a chance to visit with the Iowa Western track team recently, just before the weather broke for the better. I didn't have to go far. Try just down the hall. Here they come, and there they go. The Iowa Western track and field team getting a leg up on another training session at the intersection of Yes We Can, just down the hall from Reaver Arena.
It kind of goes with the territory. It kind of goes with the territory. I mean, we did it. We did it at the last school I was at, and so you just kind of have to adapt and use what you can use to get work in. We could still get a lot of work done. I mean, just same things that you saw. We still get sprints in. We'll go get on the treadmill for a little bit. We'll run at an incline and still get some good cardio work in. And I mean, we still have to work. We still got an outdoor season to get ready for.
We make it work. We make it work. It's not as bad as you think. I mean, we just run and we do what we're supposed to do and go out there.
You try and make the best as it is without a track, so we try and do what we can. The same thing every day as it would be on a track, but you got to stay out of the elements, you got to stay warm, so we do our best to stay conditioned and get our technique down to compete well.
It's just a lot of hard work. You got to put in the hard work because, I mean, we have to make do with what we have, and we're doing really well with the position that we're in.
Outdoors coming soon, so we're all feeling good. We're all ready for outdoors, so that's where we're going.
We got to adapt, and we got to do what we got to do to get ready. And if it's being indoors for a couple of days, then we'll get some work done. And when it's warm out and the sun comes out and it's a little bit nicer, then we'll hit the track.
And so here they come, and there they go. At the intersection of Yes We Can, training indoors for the outdoor season. The Iowa Western track and field team, no excuses. That's right, winners find a way, and so does the Iowa Western Television News Department. We found a way off for a week as well, kind of our spring break, you could say. We'll be back in a couple of weeks, Tuesday, April 2nd. And so for this latest edition of IWTV News, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around campus.
IWTV is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.